Hey guys, welcome back to GuitarAnimal.com. This is Trent, and today I'm going to show you a song from a relatively new band, one of my favorites, Greta Van Fleet. They're out of Frankenmuth, Michigan. They sound a lot like Led Zeppelin, so maybe that's why I dig them. So check this out. We're going to do Safari song today, and don't forget you can go to GuitarAnimal.com. You can use our looper function and go over these riffs as many times as you need to, slow them down so it makes it easier for you to get. And we will also have a tab there for you so you can check that out. And let's hear what it sounds like. Alright, that's the first part of the song. I'm going to go through that a little bit slower. That's what it sounds like when they're playing at full speed. We're doing a lot of bends on this particular piece, so I'm going to talk a little bit about bends. If you do not know how to do bends or they're new to you, I would recommend that you go to my video on bends, which isn't shot yet, but I will have it soon, so check it out. What you're going to do is probably want to use a guitar tuner, like a Snark guitar tuner. And this is something that you can clip on the headstock of your guitar, and you can watch and see when you actually attain the bend that you want to attain. In other words, do you want to do a whole step bend or a full step bend? Whole step bend would be bending a note so it sounds like the note 1 fret higher, and a full step bend would be bending a note so it sounds like a note 2 frets higher. All right. So on this particular song, the first note we're going to bend, and by the way, on this first riff, he goes back and forth between half step bends and full step bends. So you really have to have bends down to be able to do that accurately and quickly. The first bend that we're doing is we're going to bend the 4th fret on our 3rd string, which is the 3rd string is G, so G, A, B, it's a B note. I want to bend that B note on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, a full step, to sound like a C sharp. So that's my target note, and I bend it until I get a C sharp. If you're using your tuner on your headstock, you can watch it and see it change from B to C and then to C sharp, and you just want to make sure you can do that accurately. When we're actually playing, in a band, we're going to listen with our ears to know when we get to the right note, but when you're just beginning, watching it on the tuner is fine until you get the feel for it. So we're going to bend that 4th fret to sound like the note on the 6th fret. We started off with an open A note, and a little bit of vibrato there, just shaking my hand. And then we're going to go into the motif of this. Now those two bends, I'm bending the 4th fret again, but I'm only bending them a half step. So I'm going to bend that B note to sound like a C note. Again, use your tuner on your headstock. You can watch that happen. Then a full step bend. So I start off full step bend, half step, full step. You really want to go to GuitarAnimal.com, download the tablature and look at it. I have it all laid out for you so you can keep track of the steps as far as which ones are whole step, which ones are half step, and what the pattern is. So we're going to go. So I went full step bend, half step, full step, half step, and then 2 full steps. Pull off from the A note, 2nd fret, to open, and then we're going to hit G and D. Now I use G5 sometimes. It sounds AC/DC, very heavy sounding chord. Just leaving that 5th string out. I don't play the 2nd fret, just let my finger that's holding down the 6th string mute out the 5th string. However, Greta Van Fleet, they're actually using a G, so use the full G, and then back to A. And we have a double pull-off series there. That's going between this 4th fret and the 2nd fret on both your 3rd string and then your 4th string. When we get to the 5th string, we're going to be playing 3rd fret, 2nd fret open. So it goes like this: 4-2 open on the 3rd string, and then 4-2 open on the 4th string, and then again 4-2 open on the 4th string, and then 3-2 open on the 5th string. And that's rather quick. It's a pretty quick riff. So you have to kind of get that roll. So you might need to rehearse that a little bit, rehearse it slower. Make sure that when you're doing your pull-offs, you're pulling down before you let go of the string. So it's really flipping the string with your fingertip, your left hand. and then again G and D. So that whole first part again, open, full bend, then half, full, half, then full, pull off, G, D, so those are the first two sections. And again, you're going to have to rehearse this a lot to get it up to speed. There's some good live video of the band playing this song, so check it out, see what you think. All right, so I'm going to go through that whole piece now slow. Again, if you go to guitarnoble.com, you can set your loop points and you can slow this down and listen to it as many times as you need to. These riffs are a little bit complex to play, so I would expect that it would take some time to get them down up to speed. All right, I'm going to show you the next section in the following video.